here with the 3-star guide for the first Scarecrow Nightmare AR challenge in Batman Arkham Knight. It's comprised of a first stage where you just have to race through the streets of Gotham, and a second stage which is where you have to fight the Scarecrow in your tank mode. At the beginning here, you're just going to want to watch out for any obstacles. You'll see I get snagged up a few times, but this is a successful run, so I probably lose about 10, maybe 15 seconds on just the driving portion. I got snagged up back there. You want to avoid all these orange pillars that pop up. You'll learn their placement after a few runs. Didn't take too long to get a good line down through this. The most deadly things you'll find, though, are he shoots fireballs down the ground that will leave patches. If you run over them, you will take 4 seconds worth of damage. Anytime you take damage in this level, it will add time to your score. So you're going to want to watch out for his eyes. They'll add 4 seconds as well. And in the final stages, taking damage from him or the tanks will add about 5 seconds each time. That can be deadly if you're not paying enough attention, so be sure to be dodging constantly, staying out of any red patches on the ground. During the racing part here, you're really just going to want to weave through the fire. That's the biggest deal. But as you can see, I make a bunch of mistakes. If you can get to the second stage by the 2-minute mark, you're fine. Right around this portion, there's a bunch of hard left turns. I tried taking them as tank mode a few times, but it seemed to slow me down quite a bit. So I just started letting go of the throttle and just taking those corners a little slower, making sure I'm not getting hooked up. Same thing here, you don't want to get hooked up on those trains on your left. As you can see, I made a bunch of mistakes back there. I flipped my car over, I hit both those fires, so that added probably, about 20 seconds of my time, pretty much right there. I do this in about, I think, 3 minutes and 48 seconds total. You can easily do this in 3.5 if you're able to be a little cleaner than I am with that run. Now here we are at the final stage. In this one, he's going to summon tanks on the ground. I found I just left them alone until he disappears, because at certain damage points he will go back under the water. You're going to want to save your missiles up until you have a double charge. You can fire off 4 at once. They do significant damage to him, so I always save them to do damage to him. Try to line up your shots here. It's better to get off a bunch of clean shots than try and do a bunch of double shots to take them out. Try and hit their turrets dead on. You can get them all in one shot. That was a pretty sloppy run right there. They hit me a few times, adding time to my score as well as reducing my missile charges. I just lay in, I hold down the machine gun, I hold down the right trigger, just launching. I don't target anybody on the ground until he's down. After this wave, this one's about, I think, 6 tanks on the ground. After this wave, it's a flying wave. They gave me trouble for the first few times, but after I got the targeting down with the cannon on top, it was pretty darn easy. There's just 2 flying guys and then 1 big flying carrier. As long as you keep dodging around, they can't hit you with any missiles. It's tempting to use your missiles on the tanks here, but I wouldn't. I find they're the only real way to knock his health down. So here we go, going into the, well, I guess this isn't the final wave. This is the second last wave. In the actual final wave, he summons a bunch of weird skeleton monsters to attack you, but I don't even bother hurting them. I just dodge around them and keep laying in on him. So after he disappears there, I switch over, get those 2 helicopters down. The big guy will spawn right above you. You can pop him out of the air. That drone chopper. How convenient. An army of all robots. Kill away, Mr. Wayne. So here you go, I'm just charging up my double charge of missiles. All the skeletons start spawning, but it's too late. Get those missiles off. As you can see, they rip right through them. So that's a score of 3 minutes, 48 seconds. If you can clean it up a bit, there's a few obvious parts there. I was probably 30 seconds short in just my mistakes, not even my technique. So you could probably do this in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. I'm not sure how many rival points that'll be worth. I'm not sure what rival points are good for, but hey, get them if you got them. Maybe you can't get rival points on this one. Well, whatever. Have a good one.
Tell them to subscribe!